Hi! Welcome to Suburban Stitcher. It's been a couple of months, I think, since I put up a video. I'm returning. Today is the Monday after Zombie Knitpocalypse, and I am exhausted. But I felt like I have all of this beautiful yarn that I have to unload and that I purchased. So many beautiful things, lots of new to me dyers, and I just wanted to talk to you about it and just catch up a little bit. So I hope you're well. Today is June 26th, I believe 27th. Welcome. Like I said, I'm returning from Zombie Knitpocalypse. It was such an amazing time to be around yarny people. I haven't been at a yarn event since Zombie Knitpocalypse last year, so that was a lot of fun. Josh did not go with me this year, and everyone asked about him, and I put on Instagram last night. Now his ego is 10 times too large for his body. So there's that. Thank you so much for missing him, and yeah. Okay, so I have not done like a stash acquisition post or section in a lot of my podcasts, actually in quite a long time. But today I'm going to, because there are some new to me dyers that I'm really excited about because they're making beautiful things. Truly, two of these people I had never heard of before. And I think they're fairly new. I know one of them is fairly new. And yeah, so let's just talk about new yarn first. So at the retreat, there was a yarn truck roundup, which was kind of amazing. There were 3 yarn trucks on Friday and got to visit all of them. I purchased from the Yarn Adventure truck. She so kindly gifted me this cute little button. It's her little yarn van with like the up balloons, which is just super cute. I think that's her logo. I purchased a couple of enamel pins that were really pretty. I purchased some Pearl Smith stitch markers that were really pretty. And I know this is far away today, but honestly, it's better for you that this not be up close. And I am just digging this out of my bag. I got a sticker. I don't know if you can tell, but I got this yarn sticker right there. So that's what I got from the Yarn Adventure truck. And then from the Knit Buffalo truck from Jenna, who runs that business, I got 3 skeins of her hand-dyed yarn. 2 out of the 3 I believe I already own. This one I know I have owned, and I knit what I like right away. Several years ago I knit a Romy Hill shawl, but this is 716 sock. The colorway is called Winning Friends Through Telepathy. This one I know I own it, I believe on single ply, and the colorway is called, we'll just say Kitty Grabs Back, but not that word. I love it. This one was like a super grungy, I think this one was like a grungier version of what I have. So I liked this one. And then this is a self-striping. I've never gotten some of her self-striping, and it looks like it's gray stripes with kind of neon multicolored speckle stripes. And this one is called Kids Falling Hardcore. So this looks super fun. Yeah. Okay, so that's the yarn trucks. And then the next day was the marketplace where I sold lots of yarn. Thank you so much if you purchased from me. I did something a little bit different this year. I flew, which means that I shipped all of my yarn to my roommate, Prairie Girl Susie, and then I got to fly, which was so exciting, so much less stress, and yeah, I mean, it was kind of amazing, and it was an amazing market. As always, so grateful for all of you. I don't know why I said that, but other than just to say the marketplace. I got some yarn from Mitchell's Creations, and I don't want to say too much, but let's just say keep your eyes peeled for something coming sometime in the future. Maybe a collaboration, maybe. I don't want to say too much, but okay. I got this fade from her. I don't know if it's supposed to be a fade, but I made it a fade. This is crawfish boil. This is crab and corn bisque. And this is roux in a jar. And yeah, those needed to go together. So I actually have some Mitchell's Creation yarn. I've purchased from her before on her website. And this was my first time seeing a big booth in person and meeting Tara. It was so exciting. So I definitely needed to get some of her yarn. And yeah, so that was exciting. Another new to me dyer, I bought 4 skeins of this DK because I'm thinking that I want to make maybe a ritual sweater by Hohi. But I got 4 skeins of DK from, again, a new to me dyer called Yarnaceous Fibers. And this color, it's cute. I kept calling it Brontosaurus yarn because her logo is a brontosaurus. And this is on her Bronto DK, which is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. And it's called Hold On to Somebody. And it's this really pretty warm brown tan neutral. So I got 4 skeins of that. And then I got a skein of sock and a skein of Surrey from a new dyer. She actually just started dyeing in March. I loved her colors. Her business is called Silly Goose Yarns, and this one is called Bands Off Our Bodies. And I just loved pink and the multicolored. It's just super, super, super awesome. And so I definitely needed these 2 skeins. Yeah, so that's what I got. The goodie bag, of course, we got our mug. We always get a Deneen Pottery mug. This is this year's. The bag this year was super exciting. It was a Black Pearl Magic exclusive royal blue with a bright rainbow gradient zipper. I ended up with Gems Luxe sock as my goodie bag skein. Excuse me, this is a 75/25 merino nylon, and it's called Baby You're a Firework. And there's all sorts of other things in here. One of the things that I loved in here is this Fangirl Fibers color that is called Forever Not Yours. And this is an amazing, amazing, amazing color. I almost bought a full skein of it at the market and had to refrain. But yeah, so lots of other little goodies and whatnot in here. So yeah, lots of new yarn and an amazing bag that I'm super excited about. So this is my 3rd bag. Really excited. I also picked up this sample that was knit for me. This is Shayna Lines Designs, brand new design that released very recently, a couple weeks ago, I believe. Section cut cowl. And this is the shorter version. And that was a pretty face that I made, I'm quite sure. I love it. It's welts, it's reversible. This is perfect for like actually my weather, because if I want a cowl, I need it close. And you can fold it down, you can have it up. It's just, I love it. Super awesome. This is 2 colors of sock yarn. Cozy is the background color, which is like a darker version of Dusty Pink, and Whisper is the very, very light pale gray. And so you can see the welts are reversible when you inside it out. It's totally reversible. So there you go. I also have temporary ownership of a gorgeous sample knit by my friend Susie. Long time Suburban Stitcher customers will recognize this fade that I sold a couple of years ago now. Susie knit a dotted raise out of the, let me hold this up, out of the Melancholy Heavy Metal Oslo, and then it faded into the Hohi fade, which is Recoleta, Rose Doll, and Tango. So this gorgeousness I get to borrow, because I'm going to be kitting this up and bringing some of this to DFW and fall events. So I just could not be happier. This thing is huge and stunning and amazing. I started knitting one and I should finish it, because I mean, it actually, this makes me want to finish it so badly because it's stunning. So yeah, so that's kind of what I got at the retreat. It was super fun to visit with people and just relax. I got there, like I said, because I flew, I ended up with like an extra day there, even though I was gone for one less day than I'm normally gone. I'm normally gone for 7 days, but this year I was only gone for 6, but I had an extra day and it was so nice. I can't say that enough. It was so nice. As far as my knitting, this is in a cute, beautiful sister bag that I got there last year. I started, and I'm almost done, with a pattern called the Minimalist. I am knitting this with a brand new color for Suburban Stitcher called 30A. All my summer colors debuted at ZK, and they are going to be coming to the shop ASAP as soon as I get any yarn back so that I can photograph and get it all up in the store. But yeah, so 30A is just this gorgeous kind of sea foamy, beautiful, beautiful color. I feel like I should have closed those windows before we started. That it's super dark in here. It's bright, but it's super dark because of that glare. Let's see. I wonder if that's better. That's probably better, I bet. Yep, I can see it already. Okay, well, great. So this is 30A, and I'm knitting on bronze sock and Surrey. And this is the cowl so far. So it's like a bandana cowl. It comes down to a point and you're knitting that flat basically, and then you join it in the round. And yeah, so this is it. I'm absolutely loving how this color is knitting up. I love the feel of this. The Surrey is so cozy and warm. I cannot wait to have this as a sample and to be able to wear it. It's just one skein of each, and honestly, it's not going to use the whole skein of each. So there will be a little bit extra. But yeah, this was the perfect retreat knitting because it's very, very easy knitting. And this again is the Minimalist by Winter's Weather Knits. So yeah, so that's that. I will be done with this very soon, I'm sure. And then I only brought 2 things to work on because I had to pack for a plane and then space is limited. I brought this thing. What is this? This yarn is, oh my gosh, this yarn is all crazy. This is my pressed flowers, and I'm in the middle of a row and the yarn has vomited everywhere. But pressed flowers, I'm loving it. I sold lots of yarn at the market. So there are gonna be some beautiful red and pink versions of this coming soon. All of y'all are gonna be seeing them because a lot of you really enjoyed it, and that's so exciting. Yeah, so pressed flowers, this is my Merino DK, and the 2 colors are Red Hot and Light Neon Pink, because that's as creative as I could get for this color. I'm going pretty well on it. I think I have to get 11 flowers, and I'm on like in the pattern repeat 11 flower rows, and I think I'm on the 10th, halfway through the 10th, or a little over halfway through the 10th, I believe. So it's coming along. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I'm a little over halfway through the 10th, and then I get to the border. So that will be lovely. But yeah, that's my knitting. So today is, gosh, it's been a long time. It is August 15th. Did not mean to be 3 months without putting up a video, but it's been a summer. I hope that you all are well. I have finished so many things that I wanted to show you. Last time I was working on this cowl. This is Inclinations Cowl by Andrea Mowry, and I finished that with Spin Cycle. The colors that I can't ever remember are on my Ravelry page. If you are still on Ravelry, they're there. I know one of the colors is Unicorn and the other one I can't ever remember. I want to say Andromeda, but I might be wrong. Anyway, but this is a super fun cowl. Really nice, with nice point. Of course, I love the colors of this one. So I finished this. I have no idea the order that I finished these things. I finished my Slumber Shawl, which is out of some deep, deep, deep stash. This is by Stephen West Slumber, and it's knit out of hedgehog fibers and the Aran weight. Again, I could not tell you the colors, but they're on my Ravelry page. I finished my Oldest Whip, also deep, deep stash, hedgehog fibers, and this is called Gems and Jewels. The ends are not woven in, it is not blocked, but you can see the super fun, just bright neon progression of this shawl. So that needs to be ends woven in and blocked. And then I also cast on and finished. This is out of Suburban Stitcher yarn. This is my 30A colorway, which is a beautiful kind of minty, sagey teal with hints of brown and some gold speckles and some brown speckles and some bright aqua speckles. It's just a really, for someone who doesn't love blues and teals, I really, really love this color. And this is the pattern is called The Minimalist. That's how you have to type it in, The Minimalist. And it is by Winter's Weather Knits, I think. I knit this, again, out of Suburban Stitcher yarn. One strand of a sock weight yarn and one strand of Surrey held together. And of course I made a tassel. But I just love this so much. It's so soft, and I could make, I don't know, 100 of these. So I finished quite a lot since we last spoke in May. Notably, I have still not finished my pressed flower shawl. One day I'll finish it. And I have cast on a few new things, of course. First, I did actually pull out something that I started last year in this gorgeous Hohi Pampa. This is the Stephen West Mystery from last year. And I picked it up because I had finished something. I don't remember what I had finished. But I needed something that I could take out to baseball that was a lighter weight yarn and that was like one step that I knew what I was doing. And so this was that project. And I'm on the row where I'm knitting these baubles. I got all of this yarn with the exception of the blackish gray color, which is my yarn, but all of the other colors I purchased at the Modern Skein in Montgomery, and their various dyers, Life in the Long Grass, Hedgehog maybe, I can't remember, maybe just all Life in the Long Grass, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of, I haven't worked on it in several weeks, but it was a lot of fun to pick this back up. I still love the colors, and it's just kind of an adventure and texture. So that's really fun. Okay, so the new things that I've started are, I started, this is a tune by Andrea Mowry. It is a shawl, and I've made a mistake, and I'm not ripping it out. There's not supposed to be a big stripe right there, but there is. It's fine. I am knitting this out of Spin Cycle from my stash. The main color is Devilish Grin, which is like a red, and that's going to be like this reddish one that's fading. And then the back color, the accent color, is going to fade. I'm using 3 different color, well actually technically it's 2 different colors, but it's Big Sky, which was exclusive to Stephen and Penelope, and then I'm using a light skein of Midsummer, and then a kind of regular to medium dark skein of Midsummer. And so it is this like pinky orangey fade and red, because I cannot get enough red and pink. So I'm just gonna keep knitting it. I love how this side is fading. Just, it's kind of like yellow to orange to pink on that side, and then this side, the reds are also fading. It went from a lightish red to a darker red, and now we're heading into some orange. And I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's been pretty easy to knit. I've been able to work on it while I'm watching TV and stuff like that, so that's great. And lastly, the last thing that I cast on is a sweater that is going really well. I was going gangbusters on it until I got to the stockinette, and now I am in a lull, which you would think it would just go so fast because of that, but it's not. This is Easy V by Caitlin Hunter, and I am knitting it with Spin Cycle, all that I had in stash, and my hand-dyed yarn, Suburban Stitcher. This is my Merino DK base, and the colorway is called Steel. It's kind of a warm gray, I would say. It's just ever so slightly a warm gray, not a cool blue toned gray. I am knitting this quite oversized. I picked a size that was going to give me about 11 to 12 inches of positive ease. I've tried it on. It is perfect in that it's very oversized. I measured one of my sweatshirts that I love to wear all the time in the winter and picked a size that would get me close to that measurement. So that's what I'm going for. Ooh. Excuse me. But yeah, that's my knitting. Oh, I will say the colors that I'm using in this yoke. The first one is Devilish Grin, kind of the red. This purpley pink here is Rosy Maple. This light pink is Midsummer. And those are probably my 3 favorite colors. Yeah, I would say my 3 favorite colors that they make. Although there's a brand new one that just released. It's called I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a mustardy gold that has little blips of pink in it. It's one of their brand new colors that they released in the last week or 2. Petrichor, maybe? I don't know. But it's so good. It's like the perfect. Honestly, I would love to knit it with Midsummer with this one. I think it would be amazing. It's too many projects, too little time. Oh, and I got this bag. This is my first hide and hammer bag. Definitely am feeling the hot pink these days, as you can see. But this one is a hide and hammer, those roll top bags, which I have just enjoyed the heck out of. But I got this one. It was an exclusive kind of color combo for House of a la Mode, and Heather had one left of that color combination, and I snatched it up, and it's so good. I absolutely love it. So that is the knitting. That's the knitting. Life here has been kind of busy. Summer, there's been lots of yarn dyeing. Advents are underway. They're all sold, and I'm just plugging away at those, working on some wholesale orders. I have 3 shows coming up between now and the middle of October. I have a trunk show at the Modern Skein next weekend, so the 25th, 26th, the Friday, Saturday. The first 2 days, Friday and Saturday, of the Texas Yarn Trail, which is the Houston area yarn shop hop. So I will be there in person at the Modern Skein on the Friday and Saturday, and then I will have my yarn there the whole time for the trunk show, or however long the yarn lasts. Then after that, I have DFW Fiber Fest. Yay! So excited. Josh is coming with me to that one. And so we will be in Irving, Texas at the Irving Convention Center for DFW. And then 3 weeks after that, I will be in Saugerties, New York for Cake Palooza, which I can't even believe I'm saying that, but I will be vending at Cake Palooza that day. I'm scared to death. I'm so behind already, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And Josh is also going with me to that one. We are driving, lots of driving, 3 days each way. It's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be good. And so if you are gonna be at any of those events, the Texas Yarn Trail, DFW Fiber Fest, or Cake Palooza / Rhinebeck, let me know, and I would love to see you and say hello. So that's why I've been working on sweaters. I will be wearing this sweater one day. I am also casting on, I should go get my yarn to show you. All of my sweaters are going to have my yarn and spin cycle for all the things. But I will have, I need to let me go get that yarn and show you what I'm doing. So because I'm going to Rhinebeck festivities that weekend, I needed to knit Andrea Mowry's official Rhinebeck sweater, of course. So that's what I'm doing. I am using my yarn and spin cycle, just like I said. So I have, this is her sweater for this year is called Alpenglow. This is my color 1, which is like my neck ribbing and the cuff accent. And then my little fluffy skein. This is my Surrey lace base, and this is a newish color called Nectar. And so that will be there. And then the main body is a color called Greige, because it is, compared to steel, it is definitely a browner gray, but if you put it next to like a blue, then it just looks gray. So it's like a perfect gray beige, hence Greige. So this, and then the spin cycle color that I'm using is this one, and it's called Fuzzy Navel. So that is my Alpenglow. I'm trying to think what else is on the horizon. I have several samples that are being test knit and sample knit for me. I have a top, a cute short sleeve like tee that I will have, probably I will be wearing that at Cake Palooza, I think, because it probably will be warm this year and it's outside. And so I think that I will be wearing the short sleeve tee. And then what else? So I have that. I will have my Alpenglow for the Saturday. Maybe I will wear this either on, I don't know, maybe Thursday. There's not anything happening Thursday. Maybe Sunday. Probably Sunday. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for some time away, just some adventures, some new adventures. My kids start school on Monday, so that's an adventure. And yeah. Shop news. We talked about the places that I will be vending in the next 2 months. And in the shop right now, the Fade Club is always able to be purchased like for the monthly subscription. I'm actually going to be developing the next quarter today. So Fade Club is in the shop, And I'm shipping Fade Club ketchups like in the next day or two. What else? There is a lot of just random restocks of sock and lots of mohair and Surrey, lots of DK. So if you're interested in anything, check it out. And then I always take custom orders as well for skeins 2 or more of a colorway. So there is a link on the top of my website for that. If that interests you, if you're making a sweater, if you need more of a color than what is in the store, and at least if you're ordering at least 2 skeins of it, then I am happy to do a custom order for you. Yeah, that's it. I also love helping you with your projects. So I've had several people reach out to me lately. I actually dyed up a set of this yarn for 2 other people who've requested it, similar colors, or not similar, the same colors. So I've dyed those up and I'm sending those out. I have gotten several requests for, 3 and 4 and 5 skein fades based on what's in the shop, and I am happy to send you photos and help you with that kind of stuff. I love that kind of thing. That's what I miss about shows, is helping you pick your projects. So definitely always reach out if you have any questions. Yeah. The other thing that I want to cast on, I'm actually struggling whether or not to cast on the Alpenglow or this other project. I want to cast on Hohi's Lace and Fade Boxy with my birthday box fade from this year, which is a rosy pink light to dark fade, but then adding in a light and a dark with it. Oh gosh, I really think that would be gorgeous. I actually sold that to someone. So yeah, like I said, I love making fades. I love helping you with your projects, and that is just something. Those 2 sweaters, Alpenglow and Lace and Fade, are the 2 that I am itching to cast on next. So I need to get some knitting done so I can cast on to something new. But I think that's it. I am so grateful as always for you supporting my business, which in turn supports our family, and just for being so encouraging. I will hopefully be back sooner rather than later, but these just pop up whenever they do. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.